Question 1. A project team is working in an agile environment and is frequently delivering increments to stakeholders. Which of the following is the primary objective within the delivery performance domain for this team? A. To manage team resources and ensure they are fully utilized. B. To ensure the timely and effective delivery of value and achievement of project outcomes. C. To accurately estimate future project costs and allocate budget. D. To identify and mitigate all potential project risks before execution. Answer: B. To ensure the timely and effective delivery of value and achievement of project outcomes. The delivery performance domain is fundamentally concerned with delivering value and achieving the desired project outcomes. In an agile context, this means consistently producing useful increments that meet stakeholder needs and contribute to the overall project objectives. The keyword, primary objective, highlights that while other aspects are important, the core focus of delivery is on getting valuable results into the hands of stakeholders efficiently. For instance, a software team regularly releasing new features that users immediately adopt demonstrates effective value delivery. Remember, the ultimate measure of project success is the value delivered. Question 2. During the execution of a predictive project, the project manager observes that the quality of deliverables is consistently below the agreed-upon standards. What action, aligned with the delivery performance domain, should the project manager prioritize? A. Update the stakeholder engagement plan to improve communication. B. Perform a root cause analysis to identify issues in the quality management process. C. Request additional budget from the project sponsor to hire more quality control staff. D. Revise the project schedule to accommodate more time for rework. Answer: B. Perform a root cause analysis to identify issues in the quality management process. The delivery performance domain emphasizes ensuring the quality of deliverables and processes. When deliverables are consistently below standards, it indicates a systemic issue within the quality management process that needs immediate attention. Performing a root cause analysis is a crucial step to identify why defects are occurring, allowing for targeted corrective actions to improve the quality of future outputs. For example, if inspections reveal repeated errors, identifying whether it's due to inadequate training or faulty equipment will solve the underlying problem. Always seek to understand the why behind performance issues to implement effective solutions. Question 3. A project is using a hybrid approach, combining predictive elements for hardware development and Agile for software. The team is struggling with integrating the hardware and software components effectively. Which aspect of the delivery performance domain is most challenged? A. Managing project communications across diverse teams. B. Ensuring predictable cost and schedule adherence. C. Optimizing flow and maintaining a holistic view of the project. D. Facilitating continuous improvement through lessons learned. Answer: C. Optimizing flow and maintaining a holistic view of the project. The delivery performance domain focuses on optimizing the project's flow to ensure efficient delivery and achievement of desired outcomes. In a hybrid project, integrating disparate components from different methodologies presents a significant challenge to maintaining a smooth, holistic flow, as dependencies and handoffs can become complex. A practical example would be a smart device project where hardware is developed using a traditional phased approach, while the operating system software is developed iteratively. Ensuring both components are ready for integration at the right time is critical for flow. Always strive to see the entire project as a single, interconnected system, regardless of the methodologies employed. Question 4. In an Agile project, the team has completed a sprint, and the product owner has accepted all stories as done. What does this acceptance primarily signify within the context of the delivery performance domain? A. The project budget is on track for the completed work. B. The team's velocity for the next sprint can now be accurately predicted. C. Value has been delivered, and project outcomes are progressing as intended. D. All identified risks for the completed stories have been fully mitigated. Answer: C. Value has been delivered, and project outcomes are progressing as intended. The delivery performance domain prioritizes the delivery of value and achievement of project outcomes. When a product owner accepts stories as done, it indicates that the completed work meets the definition of done and satisfies the specified criteria, meaning that valuable functionality has been successfully delivered and is contributing to the overall project objectives. For instance, if a new online shopping cart feature is done and accepted, it means customers can now use it, delivering immediate value to the business. This acceptance is a key validation point for the team's ongoing progress and value creation. Question 5. A project manager is reviewing performance reports for a large construction project. The reports indicate that while individual tasks are being completed on time, there are significant delays in the overall project schedule due to reworks and changes in the field. Which critical aspect of the delivery performance domain is not being effectively managed? A. Stakeholder engagement. B. Risk identification. C. Quality management and scope validation. D. Resource optimization. Answer: C. Quality management and scope validation. The delivery performance domain emphasizes ensuring high-quality deliverables and validating that the scope being delivered meets the project's objectives. Significant delays due to reworks point directly to issues in quality management, where work is not being done correctly the first time, while changes in the field often signify problems with validating the initial scope and requirements before execution. For example, if a building foundation needs redoing because of incorrect measurements or a late design change, it highlights a failure in initial quality checks or scope validation. Effective delivery relies on getting things right from the start and confirming what's being built is truly what's needed. Question 6. During a daily stand-up meeting, a team member mentions an impediment preventing them from completing their assigned task. What is the most immediate action a project manager or Scrum Master should take in relation to the delivery performance domain? A. Document the impediment in a risk register for future analysis. B. Assign the task to another team member who is not impeded. C. Work to remove the impediment immediately to optimize flow and progress. D. Schedule a separate meeting to discuss the impediment with relevant stakeholders. Answer: C. Work to remove the impediment immediately to optimize flow and progress. The delivery performance domain focuses on optimizing flow and ensuring efficient delivery of project outcomes. Impediments directly hinder this flow by blocking progress, so the most crucial action is to address and remove them as quickly as possible. For example, if a developer cannot access a necessary server, the project manager or Scrum Master should facilitate access rather than waiting. Prompt impediment removal keeps the team productive and maintains momentum towards delivering value. Question 7. A project team is implementing continuous integration and continuous delivery (CI/CD) practices. This approach primarily supports which aspect of the delivery performance domain? A. Minimizing external stakeholder involvement in daily activities. B. Reducing the need for formal change control processes. C. Enhancing the efficient and rapid delivery of value. D. Centralizing all project decisions with the project manager. Answer: C. Enhancing the efficient and rapid delivery of value. The delivery performance domain is heavily focused on the efficient and effective delivery of value. Continuous integration and continuous delivery (CI/CD) practices directly support this by automating much of the build, test, and deployment process, enabling teams to release small, frequent increments of working software. This leads to quicker feedback cycles and faster realization of benefits. For example, a software company using CI/CD can deploy minor bug fixes or new features multiple times a day, providing immediate value to users. The goal is to streamline the path from development to deployment, accelerating value delivery. Question 8. What is the primary purpose of conducting regular retrospective meetings in an Agile project, concerning the delivery performance domain? A. To report progress to external stakeholders and gather their feedback. B. To formally document all project changes and update baselines. C. To reflect on team performance and processes to identify improvements for future delivery. D. To re-estimate the remaining work and adjust the project timeline. Answer: C. To reflect on team performance and processes to identify improvements for future delivery. The delivery performance domain emphasizes continuous improvement in how work is delivered and outcomes are achieved. Retrospective meetings are crucial for Agile teams to pause, review their recent work and processes, and identify opportunities to enhance their efficiency, quality, and overall effectiveness in future delivery cycles. For example, a team might realize during a retrospective that their testing process is too slow and decide to automate more tests in the next sprint to improve flow. This commitment to learning and adapting directly improves the team's ability to deliver value more effectively over time. Question 9. A project manager is overseeing a large-scale infrastructure project. To ensure adherence to the delivery performance domain, which of the following metrics would be most indicative of effective delivery progress? A. Percentage of budget spent to date. B. Number of team members on board. C. Completion of key deliverables as per schedule and quality standards. D. Total hours spent on administrative tasks. Answer: C. Completion of key deliverables as per schedule and quality standards. The delivery performance domain is centered on ensuring that project work is completed effectively to achieve the desired outcomes, which includes adherence to both schedule and quality. While other metrics provide insights, the actual completion of key deliverables to established standards is the most direct measure of progress and effective delivery. For instance, in a bridge construction project, completing the main span on time and meeting structural integrity tests is a clear indicator of delivery success. Focus on what's actually being produced and whether it meets the defined criteria. Question 10. Which of the following best describes the definition of done in an Agile project and its relevance to the delivery performance domain? A. A checklist of administrative tasks to be completed before a sprint review. B. A formal sign-off document from the project sponsor indicating project completion. C. A shared understanding of the quality and completeness criteria for a deliverable, ensuring value. D. A list of all outstanding bugs and technical debt to be addressed in future iterations. Answer: C. A shared understanding of the quality and completeness criteria for a deliverable, ensuring value. The delivery performance domain focuses on ensuring that delivered work is truly complete and provides value. The definition of done, DoD, is a critical Agile concept that provides a clear, shared understanding of what it means for a product increment or story to be considered complete, including all necessary quality checks. This ensures that what is delivered is potentially shippable and meets the necessary standards to contribute to project outcomes. For example, a DoD for a software feature might include code reviewed, tested, and integrated. Having a clear DoD helps prevent partial or low-quality deliveries, thereby upholding the integrity of the delivered value. Question 11. The project team has identified an issue where a critical component, currently under development, is showing signs of potential failure during internal testing. What action, aligned with the delivery performance domain, should be taken immediately? A. Inform the project sponsor about the potential failure and await instructions. B. Stop all work on the component and reassign the team members. C. Initiate problem solving and implement corrective actions to address the defect. D. Update the risk register with the identified potential failure. Answer: C. Initiate problem solving and implement corrective actions to address the defect. The delivery performance domain focuses on ensuring the efficient and effective delivery of project outcomes, which includes addressing issues that threaten quality or progress. When a critical component shows signs of failure, immediate problem solving and corrective actions are necessary to prevent further delays, rework, or complete failure of the deliverable. For example, if a manufactured part is cracking during stress tests, the team should immediately investigate the material, design, or process to fix the issue. Proactive issue resolution is key to maintaining delivery momentum and quality. Question 12. A project team is frequently engaged in replanning activities due to unforeseen scope creep and changes in stakeholder priorities. This situation indicates a challenge in which aspect of the delivery performance domain. A. Resource management. B. Adapting to variability and maintaining focus on value. C. Financial management and budget control. D. Building team cohesion and collaboration. Answer: B. Adapting to variability and maintaining focus on value. The delivery performance domain emphasizes the ability of the project team to adapt to changes and variability while consistently delivering value. Frequent replanning due to scope creep and shifting stakeholder priorities highlights a challenge in managing this variability without losing sight of the core value proposition. A project might initially aim for a certain set of features, but if new, higher priority features emerge, the team must adapt its plan efficiently to incorporate them without significant disruption. Effective delivery means navigating dynamic environments while staying true to the overarching goal of delivering beneficial outcomes. Question 13. A project team is struggling with handoffs between different functional groups, leading to delays and miscommunication. To improve the delivery performance domain, what should the project manager focus on? A. Implementing stricter individual performance metrics for each group. B. Developing clearer processes and improving cross-functional communication and collaboration. C. Reducing the overall project scope to minimize dependencies. D. Increasing the frequency of formal progress reporting to senior management. Answer: B. Developing clearer processes and improving cross-functional communication and collaboration. The delivery performance domain emphasizes optimizing the flow of work and ensuring smooth transitions between different activities and groups to achieve effective outcomes. Poor handoffs directly impede this flow, leading to inefficiencies and delays. Focusing on clearer processes and fostering better cross-functional communication and collaboration directly addresses these issues, ensuring that work moves seamlessly from one stage or team to the next. For example, a software team might implement automated testing in shared development environments to improve handoffs between developers and quality assurance. Improving collaboration streamlines delivery. Question 14. Which of the following is the best approach to validate that the deliverables produced by the project team actually meet the business needs and user requirements? A. Presenting completed deliverables to the project sponsor for formal approval at the end of the project. B. Conducting continuous reviews and feedback loops with relevant stakeholders throughout the delivery process. C. Relying solely on internal quality control checks performed by the project team. D. Comparing the deliverables against the initial, frozen project scope statement. Answer: B. Conducting continuous reviews and feedback loops with relevant stakeholders throughout the delivery process. The delivery performance domain emphasizes validating that deliverables meet the project objectives and stakeholder needs, which is best achieved through continuous engagement. Rather than waiting until the end, ongoing reviews and feedback loops ensure that the project is consistently building the right product and that the delivered value aligns with evolving business requirements. For example, in developing a new mobile app, showing working prototypes to target users frequently helps ensure the final product truly meets their needs. This iterative validation minimizes rework and maximizes the likelihood of delivering a successful outcome. Question 15. A project manager uses burndown charts and velocity charts to track progress. These tools are primarily useful within the delivery performance domain for A. Forecasting the project's financial performance. B. Understanding the team's capacity and predicting future work completion. C. Documenting stakeholder preferences and communication channels. D. Analyzing external market trends affecting the project. Answer: B. Understanding the team's capacity and predicting future work completion. The delivery performance domain involves monitoring and controlling project progress to ensure efficient delivery. Burn-down charts illustrate the remaining work over time, while velocity charts show the amount of work a team completes in a given iteration, both serving as crucial indicators of a team's capacity and its likely ability to complete future work. For example, a burn-down chart showing a flat line might indicate an impediment, while a consistent velocity helps forecast how many iterations are needed for the remaining backlog. These tools provide valuable insights into the team's ability to deliver according to expectations. Question 16. A project team needs to transition its newly developed software system to the operations team for ongoing maintenance and support. What is a key consideration within the delivery performance domain during this transition phase? A. Minimizing the training provided to the operations team to reduce costs. B. Ensuring the operations team has the necessary knowledge, documentation, and tools for effective handover. C. Developing a detailed marketing plan for the new system. D. Renegotiating the original project scope with the operations team. Answer: B. Ensuring the operations team has the necessary knowledge, documentation, and tools for effective handover. The delivery performance domain extends to ensuring that the delivered output can sustain value beyond the project's formal completion. For a smooth transition and continued effectiveness of the delivered product, the receiving operations team must be adequately prepared with the necessary knowledge, comprehensive documentation, and appropriate tools. For instance, if a software system is deployed, providing user manuals, technical guides, and training ensures the operations team can effectively manage and support it. A successful handover is critical for the long-term realization of project benefits. Question 17. The project manager identifies that the current delivery process is inefficient, causing bottlenecks and delays. Which action aligns best with optimizing the delivery performance domain? A. Increasing the project team's working hours to compensate for delays. B. Implementing process improvements through continuous monitoring and adaptation. C. Outsourcing a portion of the project work to another vendor. D. Freezing the project scope to prevent any further changes. Answer: B. Implementing process improvements through continuous monitoring and adaptation. The delivery performance domain is focused on optimizing the project's flow and processes to ensure efficient and effective delivery of value. Recognizing inefficiencies and proactively implementing process improvements, often through continuous monitoring and adaptation, directly addresses bottlenecks and enhances the project's ability to deliver. For example, if a review process is causing delays, the team might experiment with smaller, more frequent review sessions or automated checks to streamline it. Continuously looking for ways to do things better is vital for efficient delivery. Question 18. What is the main goal of managing technical debt in the context of the delivery performance domain for a software project? A. To ensure all project team members are cross-trained in different technologies. B. To prioritize external stakeholder requests over internal development tasks. C. To maintain the system's long-term quality and agility to ensure sustainable value delivery. D. To allocate a fixed portion of the project budget for future software upgrades. Answer: C. To maintain the system's long-term quality and agility to ensure sustainable value delivery. The delivery performance domain emphasizes not just initial delivery, but also the sustained delivery of value and achievement of project outcomes. Technical debt, if left unaddressed, can degrade system quality, increase maintenance costs, and hinder the ability to make future changes quickly, thus impacting long-term agility and value delivery. Actively managing technical debt ensures the product remains healthy and adaptable, allowing for continuous delivery of new features and improvements. For example, refactoring old, poorly written code reduces the risk of future bugs and makes adding new functionality easier. Prioritizing technical debt management safeguards the product's future viability. Question 19. A key deliverable for a manufacturing project was initially planned to be shipped in 3 large components, but the project team identified that shipping in 6 smaller components would significantly reduce transportation risks and assembly time at the client site. This change directly impacts which aspect of the delivery performance domain? A. Risk management. B. Value delivery optimization. C. Stakeholder communication. D. Resource allocation. Answer: B. Value delivery optimization. The delivery performance domain is fundamentally about optimizing the delivery of value and achievement of desired outcomes. By changing the shipping strategy from 3 large components to 6 smaller ones, the project team is directly optimizing the way value, the assembled product, is delivered to the client, by reducing risks and assembly time, thereby enhancing the overall outcome. While it has risk implications, the primary driver is to make the delivery process more efficient and beneficial for the client. For instance, smaller shipments could mean easier handling, leading to less damage and faster on-site setup, directly improving the client's experience and the value they receive. Question 20. When managing an Agile project, how does the concept of minimum viable product, MVP, relate to the delivery performance domain? A. It ensures that only necessary features are built, leading to efficient value delivery. B. It dictates the maximum budget that can be spent on a specific product. C. It requires extensive documentation before any development work begins. D. It outlines the entire scope of the project from start to finish. Answer: A. It ensures that only necessary features are built, leading to efficient value delivery. The delivery performance domain focuses on delivering value efficiently and effectively. The minimum viable product, MVP, concept in Agile aligns perfectly with this by advocating for the delivery of the smallest set of features that provide maximum early value to users. This approach avoids building unnecessary complexity, reduces time to market, and allows for early feedback, all contributing to optimized value delivery. For example, an MVP for a new ride-sharing app might only include basic pickup/drop-off functionality, allowing the team to test the core concept and deliver value quickly before adding advanced features. It's about delivering the most impact with the least effort. Question 21. A project manager is preparing for the final acceptance of a project deliverable by the client. Which activity is crucial to ensure alignment with the delivery performance domain? A. Conducting a final internal audit of the project's financial records. B. Ensuring the deliverable meets all predefined quality standards and agreed upon scope. C. Planning the project closeout meeting with the project team. D. Developing a comprehensive lessons learned report for future projects. Answer: B. Ensuring the deliverable meets all predefined quality standards and agreed upon scope. The delivery performance domain's core objective is to ensure that the project delivers outcomes that meet expectations and provide value. Before final acceptance, it is critical to verify that the deliverable adheres to all established quality standards and fully satisfies the agreed-upon scope. This validation confirms that the work done aligns with the project objectives and stakeholder needs, preventing rework or dissatisfaction. For example, for a newly built house, a final walkthrough confirms that all specifications, from plumbing to paint, are met before the client signs off. Proper validation is key to successful delivery and acceptance. Question 22. In a large, multi-team Agile program, inconsistencies in how done is defined across different teams are leading to integration problems. What action should the program manager take to address this within the delivery performance domain? A. Implement a strict, top-down mandate for a standardized definition of done for all teams. B. Facilitate a collaborative discussion among teams to establish a consistent, agreed-upon definition of done. C. Allow each team to maintain its own definition of done, as long as they meet their individual sprint goals. D. Increase the frequency of integration testing to catch issues earlier. Answer: B. Facilitate a collaborative discussion among teams to establish a consistent, agreed-upon definition of done. The delivery performance domain emphasizes optimizing the flow and effectiveness of delivery, especially in complex, multi-team environments. Inconsistent definitions of done create integration issues that hinder holistic value delivery. By facilitating a collaborative discussion, the program manager empowers teams to collectively agree on a common standard, ensuring alignment and smoother integration while fostering team ownership. For example, multiple software teams working on different modules of a larger system need a consistent understanding of done for their integrated code to function seamlessly. This approach promotes efficiency and quality across the entire program. Question 23. A predictive project scope has been stable, and the team is making good progress. However, external market conditions have shifted, potentially making the current product features less desirable to customers upon release. What should the project manager consider in the context of the delivery performance domain? A. Continue with the original plan as changing scope is too risky at this stage. B. Reevaluate the project's value proposition and potentially adapt the scope to align with new market needs. C. Increase marketing efforts to convince customers about the product's value. D. Accelerate the delivery schedule to release the product before market conditions change further. Answer: B. Reevaluate the project's value proposition and potentially adapt the scope to align with new market needs. The delivery performance domain emphasizes achieving project outcomes and delivering true value, which necessitates adapting to changing circumstances that impact the product's desirability. When external market conditions shift, continuing with an unchanged plan risks delivering a product that no longer meets customer needs or provides intended value. Reevaluating the value proposition and adapting the scope ensures the project remains aligned with delivering beneficial outcomes. For instance, if a new technology emerges mid-project, integrating it might be necessary to ensure the final product is competitive and valuable. Staying flexible is crucial for delivering relevant value. Question 24. Which action best demonstrates a project team's commitment to continuous improvement within the delivery performance domain? A. Sticking strictly to the initial project plan to minimize variations. B. Regularly analyzing process metrics and implementing feedback from retrospectives. C. Limiting communication with stakeholders to avoid scope changes. D. Focusing solely on individual task completion rather than overall project flow. Answer: B. Regularly analyzing process metrics and implementing feedback from retrospectives. The delivery performance domain encompasses optimizing the delivery process and embracing continuous improvement. Regularly analyzing how the team works, reviewing performance metrics, and actively incorporating lessons learned from retrospectives are practical ways to enhance efficiency, quality, and effectiveness. For example, a development team might track their defect rate and, based on retrospective discussions, decide to implement pair programming to reduce errors. This iterative learning and adaptation directly contribute to more effective and efficient future deliveries. Question 25. A project is delivering a critical service upgrade. To ensure the new service performs as expected in a live environment, what key activity within the delivery performance domain should be emphasized before full deployment? A. Finalizing all project contracts and invoices. B. Conducting thorough system integration testing and user acceptance testing, UAT. C. Organizing a project celebration event for the team. D. Archiving all project documentation and closing the project office. Answer: B. Conducting thorough system integration testing and user acceptance testing, UAT. The delivery performance domain is focused on ensuring the deliverable is fit for purpose and achieves its intended outcomes. For a critical service upgrade, thorough system integration testing, SIT, verifies that all components work together seamlessly, and user acceptance testing, UAT, confirms that the end users can effectively use the service and that it meets their business needs in a realistic environment. For instance, before launching a new banking app, UAT ensures customers can perform transactions without issues. These testing phases are vital for validating that the delivered service will provide the expected value in a live setting.